This chart demonstrates the .NET history, the CLR history, C#, and Visual Studio history. Dating back to 2002, we had the first version of 1.0 .NET Framework, 1.0 CLR, and C# 1.0. Fast forwarding all the way to the .NET Framework 4.6, 4.0, and C# 6, there is a big contrast and change between this. In parallel to the full .NET Framework, we have the .NET Core, the Core CLR, and C# 6 features. And the reason why there's such an importance of change associated with this is that now the .NET Core is going to be implemented cross-platform. The older versions of the .NET Framework could not run on Mac OS X and Linux. Now with the .NET Core, we're able to build cross-platform apps across many different devices, not just web applications, but the code base for the universal Windows platform. And some of our hybrid apps are going to be associated with .NET Core assemblies. So this is a complete rewrite of the framework itself, and it's just as big as when the full .NET Framework was released in 2002. Going forward, we want to implement full .NET Core applications, implement C# 6, and utilize all of the great features associated with this, because this going forward is what Microsoft is going to focus on. And with full framework applications, you will see the changes to the core libraries associated with that to be more compatible with the assembly code associated with .NET Core apps. C# 6 is not a drastic change from the previous version of C#. It has small practical enhancements in your language that can reduce the amount of code that you write in your application. It has a new Roslyn compiler. There is not drastic changes from C# 5 to C# 6. The big changes associated with C# 6 are typically related to syntax and ease of use associated with different implementations associated with methods, properties, statics, as we will examine in these future lectures associated with the features of C# 6. Some of the topics that we will cover are associated with statics, expression void methods, properties, auto-implemented properties, string interpolation, and finally we can utilize awaits in our try-catch statements. And we will also demonstrate more of these great features associated with C# 6. Microsoft is already in process of working on C# 7, but the great things about C# 6 is that there's not drastic changes associated with it. So migrating your C# 5 console app or associated web application, it is not a drastic change to go from 5 to 6. Of course, if you're going from C# 1 to C# 6, that may be a different story, but there is a lot of great features in C# 6 that help you develop your code quicker and allow you to write less code when you're associating different method statements, statics, string interpolation, and a lot of different features associated with C# 6. So let's go ahead and let's start examining all of the great features of C# 6.